What's up, guys? Welcome to HackNC. My name is Audrey, and I'm one of HackNC's co-lead directors, along with my other co-lead, Jack. Before we begin, we wanted to thank everyone for coming out today, whether you're coming from UNC, a school in the Triangle, out of state, or even out of the country. We all from HackNC team want to give you a very special thank you for coming out this weekend. So first things first, what is a hackathon? I'm sure most of you did some research before signing up for one, but I want to go over a few things just to make sure we're all on the same page. Just a quick show of hands for how many of you is this your first hackathon? So that's always really exciting to see. We are all really honored that you chose HackNC to be your first hackathon, and we hope you had as much fun hacking today as we did putting on this event for you. Just to go over some general information, at this hackathon you will have 24 hours to build a project. There are no restrictions on what your project can be, it just has to be new code. So you can use open source, but you will only be judged on the new parts that you've written. To go over tracks a little bit, we have multiple tracks that you can submit to. You can only choose one from general and beginner. And if you choose the beginner track, we do require that at least half of your members are beginners. Yeah, and then you can choose as many as you want from our other specialty tracks. Those are space, gaming, community, mobile, and a UNC track. And we also have some exciting sponsored prizes that we'll be going over later. Now to introduce the rest of our team, like I already mentioned, Jack and I are co-lead directors this year, but the real credit is due to our amazing team of committee directors. So to start off, we have Shashank, who is our advisor this year, and was one of our co-lead directors last year. Min, Sanmi, and Ayush make up our logistics team to help us get all of our catering and venue stuff set up. Arya and Rishi are in charge of our development team. They made a really cool website this year. Arya and David are our sponsorship team. They make sure we have money and recruit awesome sponsors that y'all can interact with. Then we have Elena and Angela, who helped make all of the amazing graphics we have this year. And finally, Naga and Sanjana in the back make up our marketing team, and they're the reason why you're here. They've been sending out all of our communications.
Yeah, thanks, Audrey. So, if you're here, you're probably pretty pumped for HackNC, which you made the right choice. HackNC is the greatest hackathon in the state, in the Southeast United States, allegedly. All right, but for those of you who are unconvinced, allow me to espouse the three tenets of HackNC: creating, achieving, and connecting. So, creating. HackNC is an opportunity to create. Here's a quote from our legendary computer science professor, Dr. Fred Brooks, and he talks about why programming is fun. Well, it's just the fun of making things. You made something of your own. And that is our purpose here. We're going to help you create something that you will enjoy and something that you will be proud of. And to do that, we are going to provide you with the fuel, education support, and the community needed to do it in under 24 hours. So, yeah, regardless of who you are creative. Now, what is a creative? So a creative is someone who builds things, who makes things for other people. And therefore, all of you do that, and you are a creative. And the reason why creativity is so important is because good engineering solutions require creativity. So that's why we're all here to be creative. Now, HackNC is also an opportunity to achieve. And here's another quote by Dr. Fred Brooks. Why is programming fun? It's because you're making something for other people, something that is useful. And that is in itself an achievement. Now, why here? Why HackNC? So, achieving something is rewarding. We have recognize your talents, recognize your efforts. We have amazing prizes, and we have people who want to see what you can build. And I want to stress that HackNC is not just a 24-hour period to build something. It's something, it's an event to see what you can do in 24 hours. Don't think that great things, big projects have to take a long time. Think about what you can do in 24 hours. It's really quite amazing to think about it. Now here's a really important part as well. Achievement, right? Achievement is for yourself, yes, right? Personal growth, but it's also for others, right? That is the whole point of computer science. We're here to solve problems for other people. So we're here to solve a problem that either you have or you know someone else has. And to do that, we need to persevere to find a solution. Now, HackNC is also an opportunity to connect. And here's a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. That states that personal growth can't come without building meaningful relationships with other people. And here at HackNC, we're going to help you do that by building the environment for friendships, support, exchangement of ideas, and also different solutions to the same problem. And at the very least, we hope everyone here makes a connection for the future in the industry. And to sum up, what does HackNC add, right? It creates an environment for hundreds of people like you, right, with common interests to come together and exchange ideas. Oh, whoops. Sorry. It also adds lots of companies to connect with. So here we have a small example, and we'll be going over them in more detail. But speaking of connections, I'm very excited to say that there's actually another hackathon happening somewhere in the universe, I think, at the same time as us. And we're going to be opening a portal, a wormhole, if you will, to them, and we're going to see each other. And so, to do that, let's first take a little spaceship ride. We're blasting off. Right? Here we go. And that's our beautiful Earth. Wow. My favorite planet. And, oh, there we go. All right, now we're here in the cockpit. All right, we have our faster than light engine. Let's see where we go. Zoom. All right, we're at the sun. Oh, that's the glory of the sun. Look at that. Now let's keep on going. And now, we're outside of the galaxy. Well, it seems like we're not quite there. Let's keep on going and see where we go. And, oh, that looks a lot like our sun again. I wonder why that is. Let's keep going into our destination, and that looks like a lot like Earth. Well, let's see where we finally end up landing. Drum roll, please. Durham. Durham. We traveled 1 billion light years to end up in Durham. Durham, England. There we go. Yeah, so their hack is happening at the same time as us. And they reached out to us to build a live portal. And to talk about it is Durhack. So Durhack, hello.
Hi, can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Hello, good to see you.
Lovely to meet you all. I'm Eve, and the lead organizer for Hack this year.
I'm the Hacker Experience Officer named Oscar. I'm a tech officer, Luca.
I'm Timmy, I'm also a Hacker Experience Officer.
And we're so excited to say hi from Durham, England. Hack is a hackathon which is running in its 9th year. We've got almost 600 hackers this year, and we're really excited to have a portal with HackNC. We'll send some hackers down, we'll come say hi, we can do some fun like instant dance moves and things.
Definitely, yeah.
The usual things.
And it's really great to kind of keep up with you all, so I hope to see many of you later through the portal.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Everybody wave.
From Durham.
All right, see you guys soon.
See you soon. Happy hacking.
All right. So, what just happened? We're going to have a live portal with Durham, England. Halfway across the universe. It's going to be happening at Professor Jim B from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So don't miss out. Be there, say hello to your friends from across the ocean.
Hello? Okay. Hi, my name is Yahan. I'm also Angela. I am the junior graphic director this year. And now we're going to go over some logistics and kind of like the schedule throughout the event. So first foremost, please join our Discord if you haven't already. This is where all the live announcements and communications will be held. We also have a hacker guide, but that's a Notion page which will not be updated as live as this one. This is where we will also post things about the workshops, and you can meet and talk to other hackers if you want and get any help from mentors and raise any questions and concerns. So kind of to reach us if you can find us in the gym somewhere.
now we're going to go into more details about the schedule. So hacker check-in began at 8 a.m., but you can check in anytime throughout the day. The opening ceremony is right now, and as soon as this is done, hacking will begin. And we also wanted to note that right after this opening ceremony, we'll have 3 workshops happening in the Fetzer classrooms, which is the hallway right outside the gym. Those workshops will be Managing Your Career by Nutanix, Web Dev Essentials by CSSG on how to build, collaborate, and deploy, and Intro to iOS Development, which is hosted by App Team Carolina. And to find the room numbers, you can look on our website or the Hacker Guide. There's also a physical schedule posted right outside the entrance to Gym A. At 12:30, we'll be serving lunch from Potbellies, and from 1 to 3 p.m. we have our sponsorship fair, which is when we'll have sponsors also set up at Gym A, and you can come and meet the people who have sponsored our event. Later in the afternoon, we'll have a few more workshops. There's one at 2:30 p.m., which is on full stack RESTful APIs, hosted by Pendo. At 3:30, we'll have our Boba break, which is sponsored by Genesis. And at 3:45, we'll have 2 more workshops. One is on generative AI agent frameworks by Infosys, and one is a Figma Dev Mode workshop hosted by MLH. And then at 5 p.m., we have our final workshop, that is the Fundamentals of Pitching Projects hosted by CSSG. At 6 p.m., we're catering dinner from IP3, and then after 7 p.m., that's just sort of unstructured time. We'll have a few activities set up, like stargazing with some telescopes right outside the gym, and I think we'll also be playing movies in Gym B. Sunday, we start serving breakfast at 8 a.m., and at 11 a.m., hacking ends, and you have to submit your dev post submission. There is a 30-minute grace period, which we'll talk about more later. 12:30, we're catering lunch from Cosmic Cantina, and at 1 p.m. is when we begin judging, and you do need at least one member from your team in person to be judged. And at 4 p.m., we'll be having our closing ceremony. That's also happening in the same room, and that's where we're going to announce the winners of our prizes. So this year, if you haven't seen already, we have 2 gyms. Gym A is going to be the more lively, more loud gym. It's similar from last year. That's where our sponsorship fair is happening and also where food is served. And Gym B is our more ambient room. We tried to theme it for this year's outer space theme. This is where we'll be setting up the DurHacks live portal, which starts at 12. And there are lights and more decorations. It's also quieter. We do ask that y'all be careful about not stepping on the lights that are in there. Now to talk about swag points. This is a system similar to last year if you were here. So basically the way this works, 2 points will get you a shirt, 3 points will get you boba during our boba break, and 5 points will give you a tote bag. You can earn these points by attending our workshops, talking to sponsors, or submitting a project. It shouldn't be too hard to get them. We'll have 7 sponsors available to talk to during our sponsorship fair. And again, right after this opening ceremony, there are 3 workshops. Now to talk about project submissions. You can create your dev post submission on our HackNC 2024 dev post. There's a link to that on the Hacker Guide and also our website. And you need to attach a video or demo, maximum 2 minutes long, that is required before the hacking period ends. Every submission has to include a GitHub link to any code written for the hack, and the submission has to include a detailed README that properly attributes any APIs, frameworks, and AI usage. Submission to dev post has to happen before 11 a.m. tomorrow, and there is a 30-minute grace period before close. Because we have this grace period, we will not be making any exceptions after 11:30. If it comes to 11 a.m. and you haven't started your project, I recommend to just stop what you're doing because it will not get done. Honestly, if you think you have time for one more feature, you're wrong. So, because there is some things you have to submit, like the video and the description, so make sure at 11 you've gotten started on that. So some more rules. Every team can only submit 1 project. Multiple submissions per team will not be allowed. I'm not really sure why you would do that, but I'm assuming someone's tried in the past, which is why we have this rule. We can't accept projects that have been submitted to other hackathons. Again, all work must be done during the hacking period today, and projects without a demo video will not be judged. And then again, about the beginner track, at least half of your team members have to have never attended a hackathon before or be complete beginners. Oh, and one note about team size. So technically, some people have asked us about this. On our FAQ, it says that there's no technical team limit, but we do only give away 4 prizes per team. So just during judging, make sure you're clear to the judges about how many people were on your team or participated in coding your project, because we do want to take that into consideration. For example, if we have two comparable projects, but one only had 4 members and one had 5, we might, in that case, have to favor like the team with fewer members.
Okay, everybody, so let's address the elephant in the room. AI usage. So, can I use ChatGPT? Yes, you can. But you must credit its use, right? Again, we're here to see what you have done, what you have created, not what a generative model has created. So, what you have to do, right, is basically state when you use it. Just say when I've used ChatGPT. And we really wanted you to frame it as sort of what you did with it, rather than just saying, I used it. Right? So for example, instead of saying, we used ChatGPT to help us on our project. It's not very clear, it's not very helpful. You really want to say, we used ChatGPT to do this, so then we use that to then do X, Y, Z on our own. Does that make sense to everybody? And with that being said, since we are judging you for what you do yourself, hopefully your project is more than just a reskin of ChatGPT. And what I mean by this is building a UI that makes an OpenAI API call and does nothing else. All right. And again, if you do not credit it, and this goes with code and frameworks and APIs as well, you will be disqualified and reported to MLH. So you've been warned. All right. So Audrey has mentioned the general track and beginner track. So now I'm going to talk about the special tracks we have this year. So we have gaming, playing games, making games. That's pretty cool. Space, because our theme is space this year. Anything space related. This includes space exploration, satellites, cool stuff like that. Mobile, so this goes with the mobile phone and other cellular devices. UNC, so this is specific to our school. You might want to do some research if you're not from here. But yeah, it's going to be the best hack that has to do with the UNC community. And yeah, community, this is the hack that will be for social good. So benefiting the community in some way. All right. And prizes, so we have some pretty good prizes this year. First place for the general track is going to be a Mac Mini, or an iPad, or a Rockwell tablet, or anything around that range. Second place are going to be Sony headphones, they're really nice. And then for gaming, you're getting a Nintendo Switch. For space, you're getting a space-themed Lego set. Mobile, you're getting AirPods. UNC, you're getting a signed jersey by one of the basketball team members. Community, you're getting an electric scooter. Pretty cool, right? Alright, and then for the beginner track, first place is getting an iPad, second place is getting a gaming keyboard and mouse. So, before we move on to our sponsors and MLH and all that, just some final reminders and tips. So please contact us somehow on Discord or through our website or email. Anyway, stay updated through Discord. If you're not in our Discord yet, please do so because we will be posting updates live, and it is important for you to keep up to date. And if you have any concerns or experience any violations or any infringements of anything of that sort, please reach out to us or send an incident report form. Okay? All right, now next, I'd like to welcome our MLH speaker, Cecilia.
Alrighty, thank you so much for that introduction. I feel like I have now been introduced as an enforcer, so I'm quite short, so not that scary. Can be, but not that scary. So, as for who I am, before my name kind of got a little goofed, but my name is Cecilia. I am a coach at Major League Hacking, and I'm actually defending my PhD on hackathons in less than a month. So I'm going to check out from society. Please give me books to read for after. I would love to make sure I don't have to talk to people after. Things are a little busy, but you're welcome to talk to me about my PhD or anything else. I'm also happy to talk about that because I need practice. As for everything you need this weekend though, go ahead and check out that MLH link /HackNC24. That will give you more information about some of the prizes I brought this weekend for y'all. And if after this weekend you decide, hey, I really love hackathons, I really want to meet more people like me, check out the MLH Discord, but more importantly, check out the Discord for this weekend's event. And I really haven't explained what Major League Hacking is, but the short of it is that we are the global hacker community, and there are over 1 million hackers just like you. So if you are brand new, which I know there's quite a few of you, welcome. We're so glad to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. We're so excited to see what you have in store for us this year. By attending, you get a chance to win community points. I'm told there's a very fancy prize and trophy for the school that gets the most amount of points. I gotta be honest, I've never seen it, my school's never won it, but I'm told it's impressive. And if you'd like, you can watch me make a fool of myself on stream or meet other coaches joining us at our next Global Hack Week, which will be in 2 weeks. And that'll be on ghw.mlh.io. But coming back to this weekend and looking at what we're doing, the goal of MLH is to support you, and we do that in a couple different ways. One of those being we have a Figma workshop. It'll be in Classroom 106. Great. Some updates can go through, but if you want to have access to dev mode, this is your chance to follow along with me. We'll make sure you get set up. You do have free access as a student, and I really want to make sure you will have resources, not just for this hackathon, but any future one you'd like to attend, or any small projects you'd like to work on. We also have plenty of amazing prizes. And what that means is, we'll skip that actually and talk about the hardware lab. If you are missing a peripheral, I do have some peripherals to offer out. The MLH Hardware Lab, presented by MSI, is here this weekend. I had to haul all those boxes, so if you happen to need a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse and headphones, something like that, we probably have you covered, but of course, we only have a limited amount. So first come, first served. We'll keep checking back throughout the weekend in case maybe it hasn't been checked out. Okay, but actually the prizes now. So, you get a chance to win a free tech domain name for 10 years, depending on the quality of the domain. That'll get bubbled up. But as for me, and judging this weekend, I like puns. So if you happen to have a punny domain name, you will be on my list. And if you are interested in NoSQL databases, check out MongoDB Atlas. That is what you need for your eligibility to win a MongoDB prize. We also have your best AI project with Databricks open source. There are some strict criteria here, so please come talk to me at the MLH table if you decide you want to participate in this category. I really want to make sure you're eligible, and talking to me makes things so much easier. Oop, not the RP. And then we also have Adobe Express's add-on. So you as HackNC, as UNC students, if you are a UNC student, do have access to Adobe Express on a slightly more advantageous capacity. So please consider signing up. If you need a link, I have one. It'll just make sure that you can be ready to go, have access to more Adobe features than the average person that I tend to meet. This won't really affect fairness, but if you are concerned, please come talk to me. I'm happy to fix any issues. And then we also have deploying and testing your hack by using the best use of Terraform. And if you need to see those again, they should be on the dev post, but if you great, A+ me. All right, so if you need to see any of those again, you can go ahead and check out the dev post or come talk to me. I've got postcards on my table. I'm happy to answer any questions about the prize categories. Make sure you're good to go and eligible. And if you happen to make it to the end, which I hope you do, you will also get a custom HackNC demo sticker. And I did see them. They are very cute. I'm very excited to hand them out. But we also have our generics. And, you know, if you happen to keep a clean space this weekend, I have some legacy demo stickers as well. So, hint, hint, keep a clean space. And when I talk to you, we'll get some extra demo stickers. Now, if you're looking for an internship alternative, you've missed the internship recruiting season, or you're just thinking you're not ready and you want to practice, check out the MLH Fellowship. It's a stipend-based approach to a remote job opportunity working on open source software. Okay, if you still have not been listening, I don't know how, because I talked about lots of interesting things, but this is the point that I do want you listening to me, and this is the point where I am scary. We want to talk about the MLH Code of Conduct, and the short of this one is that the hackathon is a safe space for everyone. Regardless of your role, regardless of how you came, we hope that you help create a safe space for everyone. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, unhappy, something's wrong, please don't hesitate to come talk to me, but if I am too scary for you somehow, some way, there is also the email and the phone line for our incidents that you can go ahead and talk to someone. We do monitor it throughout the weekend. We do know that HackNC now has their incidents report as well. Either way, you will be helped in making sure that you have a hopefully happy experience this weekend. But again, making sure that you are respectful to your peers. This hackathon community is great. I know I've done research. Y'all are wonderful to each other, so I know we will have no problem holding this. And once again, thank you to all the partners that brought me here today. I am not from UNC, so please don't ask me UNC questions, but I will direct you to someone who can. With that, thank you so much, and thank you to HackNC.
Thank you, Cecilia, and now I want to introduce Aria, who is our Director of Sponsorship, and will tell you all more about our sponsors.
I'm sure this is something everybody's been so excited about, so I'm so excited to introduce our sponsors for this year. First, we have Infosys, which they are a global leader in digital transformation and technology innovation. So their revenue has been over $18 billion with 300K employees in 50 countries. And apart from this, their clients include American Express, Nike, Pfizer, and Morgan Stanley. And they're also the top-rated internship in the world for 5 years in a row. And this year, they will actually be sponsoring their own track. So their prizes include Apple AirPods Pro 2 and fast track consideration for the Infosys InStep Summer Internship in Raleigh, with their internship valued at over $8,000. So you can find more information on their track on our HackNC Notion. And then we also have Genesis. They will be leading their own Photo Break by Genesis event this year. And they're a global leader in cloud customer experience and contact center solutions who are committed to personalized, empathetic consumer interactions. With their mission statement being to empower organizations of all sizes to improve loyalty and business outcomes by creating the best experience for their customers and employees with an AI-powered experience orchestration platform. We also have Capital One this year, who is a leading financial services company who are committed to innovation and customer-centric solutions. And they will also be having their own sponsor dedicated track this year with the best financial hack. They're basically asking you, how will you reimagine banking? They have a really cool video on our Notion, so feel free to watch that if you're interested in applying and submitting your project to this hack. Their prizes will be a $250 gift card from Amazon to each member from your team. We also have Bandwidth, which is a global cloud communication software company with innovative cloud solutions. And so at a glance, they were founded in 1999 by their CEO, David Markin, and they're a cloud-native voice. So basically, they're an entirely software-driven operator. And apart from this, they are also in 60-plus countries, and they offer a range of voice and messaging services. They also have a revenue of around $500 million, and they're growing with employee headcount of 16,000. Apart from this, they also have all these things that they do, and they will be sponsoring a track this year with the best communications and community hack, with their prize being a Bandwidth swag bag, including an Amazon gift card. We also have Pendo sponsoring us this year, and they are a leading product experience platform which specializes in helping businesses understand and improve their software products. So what is Pendo? Their clients include Morgan Stanley, Salesforce, LabCorp, OpenTable, McGraw-Hill, and Zendesk. And as you can see here, they impact over 500 million users with 15 billion events processed daily. They're also global, so they're included in Raleigh, New York City, San Francisco, and more. And so this is just a little bit more information about them, with their priorities being in analytics, guide, session replay, listen and net promoter score, and orchestrate. We also have Fidelity sponsoring us this year, and they're final financial services with solutions in trading, refinement planning, wealth management, and financial advisory. We also have Mutinix this year, which we mentioned earlier, but they will be having their workshop right after this with managing your career, so feel free to check them out. And they're a cloud computing company and hyper-converged infrastructure software that serves diverse industries like automotive, financial services, healthcare, and education. Lowe's will also be sponsoring us this year as a home improvement retailer with a wide range of products like construction, maintenance, repair, remodeling, and decorating. And they also do have their own track this year, which did just get added very recently, so feel free to check it out. But their mission is to deliver the right home improvement products with the best services and values across every channel and community they serve. So here you have their core behaviors and values, but things to mention are that they employ over 300,000 associates with their sales last year being around 88 billion. So their track for this year is how can tech solutions be developed that empower homeowners and DIY enthusiasts to improve their living space through innovative, accessible, and sustainable technology. And so these are like a collection of all of our sponsors, which HackNC could not be possible without them. So a big thank you to them. And then these are also our partners that we see here, which are other people we've been partnering with that also make HackNC possible.
Cool. Thank you, Arya. So I know everybody is excited to go hacking, but first of all, big thank you to all the mentors, judges, and volunteers who are helping us out this weekend. This event would not be possible without them. So with that being said, we hope you have fun. Is everyone excited? Yeah, okay. All right, we're so very excited. All right, on the count of 3, I'll record a video, and everyone shall hack and see. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. HackNC! Okay, there we go. Cool. Well, we're on time, so let's all make our way back.